Okay, I brought out the rest of the C's. Let's just get through these things. This is the Child Molesters Brown album. It's okay, not too good. And this is the Cutest Band in Hardcore, Chronic Sick, and it's okay. Neither one of those are must-haves. This is a must-have, Christ on Parade. This is a compilation of all their stuff. Okay, this thing. Let's take this one apart. This is like a box set of records, but there's not a lot of, there's not a lot of records in this thing, and it's by Combat Wounded Veteran. And this is kind of like noise, thrash, noise. Yeah, that's the way to describe this. It's noise. And the vinyl is pink and white, matching the cover. Comes with a poster. And something just flew out of it. Oh, and a sticker. It also comes with a button. And I don't know where that button is. It should be in here. I don't remember taking the button out, but it's not in here. Now I've got something to hunt for. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't take the button out, because there it is. I taped it in there so I wouldn't lose it. So this record by Combat Wounded Veteran it's just noise, which I don't mind at all. And the name of the record is This Is Not an Erect All Neon Body. So if you see this thing for 15 bucks, the packaging alone is worth the price of it. And the music I'm playing is, I think it's a band from Sacramento, California called Beer City. Yeah, I think this is Beer City playing. Here's a record by Catholic Spit, and they are from Ventura, California. And this is like goth, but the songs are really catchy. And there's not very many of them on it. It makes you wish that there were. Here's Cletus, Protein Packed. This is like a pop punk record with really great songs. So if you see a Cletus CD in the record store for like $3, don't be afraid to pick it up. Here's Catholic Discipline, the band from the movie that everybody knows about, The Decline of. And this one is a must-have. Here's Crass, the Christ album. I'm not even going to open this thing up. It'll take 10 minutes to show everything that's inside. If you want to see what's inside of it, you'll have to buy it. Same with this. This is Cannabis Corpse, and it's just like, I don't know, grindcore metal, but they're singing about marijuana, but you would never know that. You can't understand anything they're saying, but the album cover is worth the price of the record. And whenever I can't understand what a band is saying, I figure, you know what, maybe it's none of my business. That's the best way to look at it. That way you stop worrying about whether you can understand. Okay, here's Corrupted Youth, band from Los Angeles, California. I bought this from the band in Fresno, California, and they're kind of a Casualties type thing. Okay, here's a must-have. This is Catbutt, Journey to the Center of. This is a band from Seattle from the late 80s. And this thing, it's a must-have. I'm not even going to tell you about it. Seek it out and get it. You won't regret it. Here's the Connie Dungs. And I think this is a compilation album, but I'm not sure. But the songs are catchy and it's fun to listen to. Okay, here we go. Crude Society System. And this record I did not buy from the band, even though I went and seen them in Kelly's Bar, Hamtramck, Michigan. And this band was the very first band I ever saw after I moved here. And I think I'd been here for like 3 days. And I drove down to Kelly's Bar and went and seen these guys. I put the whole show up on YouTube, and they were great. And this is a great record. But I got this thing from some guy in Canada because Crude SS didn't have any merch for sale. Not a t-shirt, a sticker, record album, CD, nothing. And I was waiting to buy the record from them, because that's just the best way to buy records, is you go directly to the band and you buy the record directly from the band. But they didn't have anything for sale, so I had to order it. That's why it's not autographed, but I do have the flyer from the show autographed. Okay, this is the Creamarellas, and I saw them again at Kelly's Bar in Hamtramck, Michigan. And this is the Mercado Negro record, and this thing is very, very good. I can't say enough about this record. It's great. And I bought it directly from the band, hence it's autographed. And you can tell by the autographs they were very thankful that I bought a record, because I think I was the only one that bought anything from them, which it's kind of strange the way people go to shows and they have all the money in the world for beer, but if the band is selling a couple of record albums, they don't help support. And usually the bands that I go see, they got no money, they're poor, they're trying to just get enough money to pay for gas from town to town. Anyway, here we go, Chaos UK, the singles. This is a must-have. This is just GBH type punk rock, but it's kind of versatile. Okay, this is the Clowns. They're a new band from Australia, and you can't see it, but it's autographed because I went and saw them at the Sanctuary in Hamtramck, bought the record from them and had them sign it. And here is Call the Cops. And I'm not sure where this band is from. It doesn't really matter. Somewhere in Europe. Anyway, this is the deluxe version of the record. And it's autographed up as well. And I saw this band in a driveway in Fresno, California, at this guy named Franco's house. And that video is also up on YouTube. So if you punch in Call the Cops, Fresno, I guess Martin Jones, the show will come up. And they're playing in a garage, and then the crowd is in the driveway. And that show was all after I moved to the Fresno area. That was the very first show I ever went to. I remember it was really hot that day. Here's Choking Victim. I bought this from the band, from their merch table at a show in Portland, Oregon. But I couldn't find the band to get them to autograph it. So, bought from the band, but no autograph available. This Clip 45 record, They're a band from Los Angeles. This is a very good record. Again, I bought this from the band in Las Vegas, and I didn't have them autograph it. I don't know what I was thinking. Another great band from the Los Angeles area, Cheap Sex. This one also, I bought it from the band, and I didn't get it autographed. Here's the Captain Beefheart Trout Mask record. This is strange. Sounds better if you speed it up. And I bought this in Needles, California at a funny little record store called Sandy Crabs or something. Anyway, this is my Needles, California purchase. Here's the Count Floyd SCTV little EP. And it's got him singing and talking through little songs. And if you don't know who Count Floyd is, well, just go to YouTube, punch in Count Floyd, SCTV, and it'll come up, and then you'll know all about Count Floyd. Here's Caustic Christ. They're a thrash band from Minneapolis. I think they're from Minneapolis. And I bought this at a Subhuman show where they were the warm-up band. And here is Clawhammer, a funky little band from the Los Angeles area. And they're doing the entire Devo Are We Not Men record. And it's pretty entertaining. It's not as good as the Devo version, but it's okay. Okay, here's The Cure's first album. And this one is... yeah, this one's from Russia, I think. Because it's kind of cheap and flimsy. And this one's okay. Anything after this, I'm not too sure about, but this one's pretty good. Okay, Capital Punishment, the 7-inch, and this is a compilation album. They're from Fresno, and they're pretty good. They're not the best, but they're worth buying. Okay, this is a band from San Francisco called Cyclops. And the name of the record is Escape from Cyclops Island. This record is a must-have. Just seek this thing out. It's on Johnny Cat Records. Don't let the cover fool you. This is the greatest punk record ever. Alright, here's the Consumers, All My Friends Are Dead. Also, this record is a must-have. Just take my word for it, buy this thing. It's the best. It's a band from Phoenix from the 70s, and all of the members of this band ended up moving to Hollywood and starting other bands like 45 Grave and such. And a few of the songs you'll recognize on this album as 45 Grave songs, but they're not. They were actually Consumers songs first. Here's the Clorox Girls from Portland, Oregon, and this one is really good. It's on Johnny Cat Records. Here's the Crucifix LDI. This is not a must-have, I'll be honest. If you see it for $10, but it's not a must-have. This one is. This is their first record. Every song is great. This is a perfect thing. Here's their second one, Wisconsin, and this thing has songs on it that you just can't imagine being without, and it has other songs on it that it would be okay if you were without it. So this is one of those half and half records. Okay, here's Camper Van Beethoven, and this is the Take the Skinheads Bowling maxi single, and this one is pretty good. All right, here's Crucifix, band from San Francisco. I'll kind of take this one apart. Here's a flyer from when they did like a reunion thing in Santa Ana, California. Here's their first little 7-inch. This thing is the best ever. If you see this for $40, they're not charging you too much. It's that good. This one is their first, like, I guess 12-inch. And if you see this one for $20, you're not being overcharged. It's good. There we go. Okay, here's another Crucifix. Dehumanization. This cover folds out into a big poster. And this is an original copy of it that I got many, many years ago. Probably like 20 years ago in Las Vegas. No, I'm sorry, like 40. Yeah, I keep on forgetting it's 2020. I bought this 40 years ago in Las Vegas. I've had this thing forever. And it's really good. Here is a compilation tribute record to Crucifix. And it's a bunch of bands, I think from South America, or some of them are. And they're doing Crucifix songs. And this one's pretty fun to have. It's not a must-have, but it's nice. This one is the red record I showed you, and then the little 7-inch, and then some live songs from New York. Okay, here we go. Which one is this? They're not marked, I'll have to show them. This is... Let's take the record out. This is the Cokie the Clown. Fat Mike singing really depressing songs. And it's not a punk rock record, it's... Well, I don't know how to explain this thing. But it's definitely worth picking up if you don't have it. And this is the red, I guess, splatter vinyl version of it. The one that sold out instantly. Here's the same record with a different cover. And this one is... the yellow copy. And this one, I had to be, to get this thing for a regular price off of the Fat Records website, I had to be on time. This one also came with a t-shirt. Okay, this is a Christian Death record from 1990. And it's live. And it's okay. It's a latter Christian Death thing. Here's a Christian Death record that Mona Blea bought me. And this is just live bootleg songs from the early days. It's pretty good. Here's the Theater of Death. And this one comes with the limited edition 7-inch single. And it's on colored vinyl, and this one's good too. It's not a must-have, but it kind of is. It's one of those. Okay, here's the same record without the 7-inch single, and this is actually this is a BMG. This is on a major record label. That's why I picked it up, is because that's a major record label right there, and they put out this Christian Death record. Here's The Clash, London Calling. And this thing has 2 good songs. The rest of them I don't like. I don't know, I just don't like them. In fact, this should be with the other Clash records I had. Anyway, so on a double LP, there's 2 songs. Okay, this is the Casualties Until Death sessions, and these are old songs re-recorded with the new singer. And the new singer for the Casualties is the guy from Starving Wolves, and he's really good. When you go see the Casualties with the new singer, you don't miss the old one at all. Oh, and by the way, this is very good. Here's a Casualties picture disc that I got at a, I got it at a Hot Topic for $8. And this one's pretty good. Alright, and this is the Casualties Under Attack. This one's very good. Here's a ticket stub from when I went and seen him in Las Vegas with the Crumb Bums, Mouth Sewn Shut, and Murder, Majesty, and State of Disorder, Wednesday, August 26, 2009, in this big cold room. But anyway, this is a really good record. Alright, here we go. This record is with the new lead singer. I bought this from the band, and this record is almost a masterpiece. It really is. Every song on this thing is the best. And I had him autograph it for me. So when you go to Dr. Strange Records in Rancho Cucamonga, buy this. I'm sure he'll have it. And here's another Casualties record that is a must-have. And this one also was bought at the same show, but I didn't bother him for an autograph. This is with the old lead singer, and it's great. Just a great record. And here's an older Casualties record, and the main reason why you buy this thing is for the song, the last song on it, Society's Fodder. That song is one of the best punk songs ever. That's the Stay Out of Order record, and that's the end of the Seas. Oh, I forgot to put this back in. Anyway, let's move on to the D's. Geez, that ought to take like 9 videos. Anyway, let's move on with it. Thank you.